The 20th Central Committee of the Communist Party of China, or CPC, has started its third plenary session in Beijing, and it involves several closed-door meetings, which will include Chinese President Xi Jinping and other top leaders. Well, traditionally, the gathering sets out major economic and social development goals for the country. But as CNA's Tan Zihui finds out, it may not be the case this time around.
Deepening reform and advancing Chinese modernization will be the key focus of the highly anticipated third plenum. That's according to state media. It indicates that the outcomes of the once-every-5-year meeting will likely focus on further cementing CCP leadership and socialist values and guiding the country to harness so-called new quality productive forces such as AI and other stranglehold technologies that are at the mercy of its Western rivals.
Now the government want to stress their intention to put and their willingness to put more resources in developing the high-tech sector. And they say that the high-quality productive forces will be the driver for China's growth in the next several decades to come.
President Xi Jinping first introduced the concept of Chinese modernization in a speech in 2021 to mark the party's centennial, calling it a new model for human civilization.
Why we try to do it Chinese style instead of like the world style? Because we are tired of America, like the United States, being the leader of the whole world, and I think they are not doing a great job.
在中国国情的基础下，然后进行的现代化发展。
我感觉现在国家肯定都重视到这方面了，也关注到这方面了。
The third plenum is the third full meeting of the CCP Central Committee and one of 7 such sessions to be held during the 5-year term of the elite body. It typically takes place during the months of September to November, the year after the National Congress of the CCP. It is also widely considered as the most consequential one. So when it did not happen last year, eyebrows were raised.
But as China battles economic headwinds on many fronts, including the ongoing property crisis, analysts say the leadership may not want to rock the boat too much with any drastic reform measures.
I see the key word would be consistency and stability for this session, because China is now in an uphill battle dealing with economic development and also global pressure. And so right now, to keep the central leadership of Xi Jinping, and on top of that, to push more of the leadership of the Communist Party at different institutions would be the desired outcome out of this meeting.
The world's second biggest economy is expected to hit its growth target of around 5% this year. Even so, economists say Chinese policymakers need to ramp up structural changes to focus on long-term economic policy. That's as the country grapples with the declining population, shrinking labor force, and weakened business confidence.
China needs to broaden its tax base by, in a way, increasing, say, individual income tax, corporate tax, or to avoid more tax evasion in the future. And along the way, it has to maintain the financial stability, because most of the commercial banks in China are highly exposed to the housing market. The non-performing loan issue has crippled basically the banks and local government to do the productive projects they wish to start. And as a result, I think people are quite looking forward to those major changes in the third plenum.
Also to look out for are potential personnel changes on the back of 2 former defense ministers' expulsion. Tan Zihui, CNA, Beijing.